All right, guys, let's talk about dimensioning some parts from your Lego project. It's been a while since we've done some dimensioned multi-views, orthographics. So I'm going to do a little reminder with the 4-piece part. And so you should have a 4-piece part that we're going to do. But first of all, we're going to start a new drawing file, create drawing. As always, we're going to do the ANSI A-inch. Well, as usual, we're going to do that, okay, with no views because we're going to place that. And once that thing pops up, I'm going to find my 4-tab piece. Now, this automatically popped up for me. Sometimes it doesn't, so you have to come up here and insert a view. And click insert, and then it's going to come up with everything that's in this document. Find your 4-tab piece. Not sure why it wasn't giving me a little preview. Usually it does that. There we go. If you click that one little guy on the left, it'll show you a preview of what you've got. We're going to do the 4-tab piece. Now it's going to probably automatically scale it for me, which is actually, I like this scale. I think I might scale it down a little bit. Now, I'm clicking on the front, and remember your gold is what you're projecting, right? So I'm projecting up to the top view. Now the right side view would be identical. So I'm not going to do a right side view. I'm just going to go do those two this time. That might be a little bit crowded. So I think I'm going to change my scale, hit escape, double click on that. And right now it's 3:1. Let's make it 2:1. Yeah, I like that. I don't need to show the scale, so I'm going to turn off the scale label. So I think that will work. I'm also going to turn off the scale label on that one too. It does that when you rescale. Now, need my isometric, so I'm again going to right click when it's highlighting the front view. I am going to create projected view of my isometric up here in the right-hand corner. And as always, I like to make the isometric double, oops, somehow I just, okay, well, I don't know how I did that. I'll undo, get rid of that. Double click on my view. I think I actually accidentally projected. I wish it wouldn't do that scale label thing. But I am going to make this right click. Come on, get rid of that. I don't want that label. Okay, right click on that, and I'm going to show shaded view for my ISO. Okay. So right now, remember this is shelled. Now, another thing that's going to happen is you don't have, right now there are no shaded views. So I'm going to right click on that and say I want to show, or sorry, I said shaded view, I meant hidden lines. Show hidden lines. And that did not bring that up for this one. Show hidden lines. Okay, that's because it's not doing that. Maybe it was on, or these are hidden beneath these object lines. All right, now, wouldn't it be nice to see inside of here? So let's make this a section view by deleting our front view. And then we're going to come up here, right click, and do I create a section view from here? Or do I have to come up here? I want a projected view, auxiliary view. See, I've forgotten this stuff too. Where is my create a section view? Oh, there it is. It just doesn't look like the normal things I've seen in other so there's section view. So we're going to click that. Now I'm going to align that with my I want it to be horizontal because I want it to be the front view. And I'm going to align it to the center points of those marks rather than the middle of the part. I want to align it there. And then come to the middle. Well, maybe I'm going to have to click on that center point. There we go. And it does go through the point. Okay, it will go through the part for doing that. So let's do that again. I clicked section view, the point that, and I don't want it vertical because I'm using the front view, and I'm going to choose the middle of one of those circles. It can be the top or the bottom of that part, doesn't matter. Drag my mouse down and click again, and it will create that section view. All right, so now we can do some dimensioning here. So first of all, remember our sweep method, right? We're going to right to left, left to right. There are several features that I want to show their location. So holes and protrusions that are cylindrical, I'm going to show that those things are lined up. So the first thing I'm going to do before I do anything is put in my reference stuff, right? So over here, we've got center marks that I'm going to put into each one of these circles to show the center marks for those. Then I'm going to show a center line that goes through a couple of places. I'm going to go from there to there. Now it's going to stick out a little bit. That's good. Now this also shows that the hole and the cylinder are lined up together. Go from there to there. Cool. Now we're also going to do that from here to here and show that these are all lined up as well. And I know that one is hidden beneath the section line, and that's okay. And now we're showing that this whole thing is, all of those center marks are lined up. All right, so I think I will start in the X direction. Now there's usually you'll show holes and things that are aligned by their center points and where you see them as a circle, especially if it's a hole. So if I'm going in the X direction, I'm going to have the overall width, but I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 dimensions because I'm showing the location of 2 things and the overall. So let's start dimensioning here. So we're going to dimension. Let's see if I can do I'm just going to do my normal dimensioning from this edge to my center point there. Okay. If it'll fit, I'll put that in the middle. Then we need 2 more from the edge to that point. Whoops, I don't know why that. I really wish it wouldn't dimension 2 little points on lines that aren't part of the object. There we go. And boy, I don't like where that text showed up. There we go. And finally, end to end. Where'd my dimension tool go? There it is. From there to there. All right. Good deal. So we've shown that way. Now we're going to do the exact same thing the other way. I think I'll show my dimensions. Remember, we want to be in the box. So if you drew a box around there, we're going to do the same thing the other way. Boy, it's hard to get a hold of some of these things. There we go. Whoops, I don't know why I chose a line. Let's try that again. Dimension, I want to dimension from that line to that point. There we go. Might have to move things around a little bit. That's okay. I can move my that over there and that over there a little bit, give myself some more room. Now I'm going to dimension from there to the other circle. And finally, from, whoops, I'm not in the command, from there to there. Okay, I want them to be clean, easy to read, the right distance away. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, the one thing I am missing is what are the sizes of the holes? So this is where I'm going to have to break a rule and probably go outside the views because otherwise I'm going to cross over a bunch of lines. Okay, so this time I'm going to choose, I think I'll choose this one and come up here. Oh, now that is not a whole call out. That is a showing the diameter of that, but it will also show the same diameter here because there's no hidden lines. So we assume that those two things are the same. All right. So there's my X and Z directions. That's my depth and my width. Now I need to do the height. So we're going to do from the bottom of this guy to the hole for 1, and the height of the main part of the block for 2. Notice I'm moving my my text around to be close to in the middle, and finally from there to the entire top. All right. So I needed features in the X direction, got them. Features in the Y direction, got them. And my overall heights, got them. Okay. Now this one's fully dimensioned. We're going to talk about how to do some things that have weird shapes and spline curves and things that are really hard to dimension next. All right. Hope that worked out. Enjoy. See you soon.